Yeah, look, obviously the official launch was there where we went through with the press. I suppose the core enhancements and some of the motions that we're putting forward. So obviously next weekend we're going to see the Railway Cup sort of format games. So we're going to see 2 games Friday, 2 games Saturday, and really looking forward to seeing, I suppose, the enhancements in motion now. You know, we think through the sandbox games, we've had 7 of them. We've modified it and edited and tweaked to try and make them as practical as possible. So hopefully next weekend now we'll see a couple of good games and it'll give further validation that we're on the right track. Obviously the 3 up and the 3 at the back, very interested to see how that works from a practical point of view. You know, from it being officiated and what players make of it and how it changes the game. I think the goalkeeping one though is a key one for me, in that it restricts the amount of passes you can give to. So you can't pass to your goalie in your own half. Basically, he has to be in the other half. You can pass in the parallelogram, but outside that, in your own half, you can't pass to the keeper. So we've seen throughout the games that has a huge impact, obviously, on the defenders with the ball and what they can do with it. But that gives opportunity to the opposition. And what we've seen in a lot of the games so far is a huge amount of additional pressing than what we've seen, say, in last year's championship. So teams are pushing high, they're going after teams, and that leads to more collisions, more tackles, more one-on-ones, and more turnovers, which adds a lot to the game. So really looking forward to seeing how that works. Yeah, the advance mark. There was a lot of feedback on the mark as it was. So we've changed that significantly. So the mark now, the advance mark is you have to kick from outside the 45-metre line, inside the 20-metre line, and it has to be caught on the full. But along with that, there's an advantage with it. So if you catch it on the full in the 20-metre, inside the 20-metre line, you can go for goal. You can take a shot. You don't need to put up your hand or whatever it is. You can go for goal. And if an advantage doesn't accrue, it'll come back. The referee will come back, and you'll be given the mark in any case. So it's trying to incentivise people to go for scores or to go for broke or to take a risk based on the mark. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. As we work through it, you'll see teams definitely changing how they attack. And having people coming around on the loop, I would say, around the 40-metre arc to see if the chance is there. Again, that might depend on wind and which way you're playing and all that kind of stuff. You'll factor that in as well. But you'll definitely have, at times in game, you'll definitely have shooters going for that, because there's a number of things from it. Like 2 points can be significant. And we saw in last year's championship in the semi-finals that some of those balls that are kicked in from long, they fall short. There's goal opportunities and scramble around the goal, so it can lead to that. But also the 2-point arc causes the opposition need to push out as well. They need to, you know, if teams are scoring from out there, they need to push out their defenders on it. So again, that creates other space for other things. So look, there's lots of intended and unintended consequences that can happen. So we're looking forward to seeing them and see how they work out. So when it's been thrown in, you have 1v1 jumping, and the other midfielders are on each side of the field on the sideline. So you've one on each side, and when the ball is thrown in, they can run. And depending on how the break goes, you might have one of them going to attack and one of them going to defence or whatever it is. But it's funny, it's a simple one, but it's one that the majority of games start with a free as it currently stands. You know, you all see the picture of 2 people sort of grappling in the middle of the field while two others jump. So it's very positive to start the game off well, and it can go straight into attacking where you could have an overload on attack. So looking forward to see how that works. You're definitely going to see a fast-paced game. You're going to see the ball in play more. You're going to see people taking risks. I think you're going to see more attacks. I think you're going to see more scoring, and I think you're going to see more one-on-one, which is in that there's a lot of what people are looking for in our game. So yeah, really excited about how the games will go.